What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Ice Age AI only battle. I hope you're enjoying it so far. There's been a lot going on. It's been a pretty voice break already. Pretty crazy game. And yeah, I don't know who's really winning. Could be anybody really. We'll find out maybe in 11 turns, but for now we'll just focus on the action, see what's still going on. There's a few wars across the map, not too many. It's quietened down a little bit, not massively. North America's pretty quiet now. I think Texas is safe for now. There's a bit of a mess above them. These mountains certainly helping out as well. The Aztecs, not... Oh yeah, they are actually losing. They just lost this city. It's so difficult when there's two series going on at once to keep track of which is which and what's going on. They did just lose the city to the Inca, so we'll see how that goes. But I don't think the Inca will make any more serious progress up here. You can see the Aztecs, plenty of units. It's going to be difficult to get through. And obviously just the location of the city with the mountains and stuff. South America's pretty quiet. I think all three of them are pretty good. I don't know, guessing by the look of it, maybe the Corral is falling behind a little bit in technology, definitely compared to Brazil. And yeah, I think the Inca as well, so maybe that's a blow. But overall, they're all still fairly large, good sized cities. But yeah, I think the Corral may be falling behind. But we'll see what happens. Lots of denouncements. When's that? That's never going to change, is it? Right, what do we got? Over in Africa, I think it's pretty quiet, actually. I mean, Egypt and Greece is going on, but nothing's really happened there. And I don't know if there's too much going on down here in the south. No, the Zulu are pretty quiet. Obviously, we saw the Congo held on to everything. And like I said, they're very large. Like, they are huge. Probably one of the biggest in terms of land. Well, they at least look it, right? The Zulu is definitely bigger, but they do look still quite big. So we'll see if they can make the most of it and start to actually catch up, and we'll see. Obviously Ethiopia is doing quite good as well. I think they're maybe a bit of a unsung civ here, especially because they're pretty safe from the Zulu, right? This city is, oh my goodness, I can't even imagine trying to siege this. There's a lake, a mountain, another mountain before the actual mountains. There's a river, there's everything, right? This city is going to be impossible to siege, I would imagine. Add to that, you've got a Gatling gun, you could put something else in there. They'll probably be fine. So yeah, we'll see. This city's more at threat later on, depending on how many boats they build. But we'll see. Uh-oh, we're not crashing, are we already? One turn in. The globe's still spinning, so I think it's the World's Congress. I think we're good. If the globe stops, that means it's like crashed, I think. Yes, there we go. Phew, that was close. That was a lot earlier in the mini continents one, which I guess that was harder to navigate maybe. It took them ages to meet each other, but I guess now everyone has met each other. So there we go. We get a World's Congress. We're still going. Phew. Heart was in the mouth for a few seconds there. Attila's still defending himself, but I don't think there's enough. I think he's safe now. So no need to worry about him. Did I forget to start a timer? No, I did not. Okay, good. I got a bit worried then. Last time I didn't do a timer, and I was worried, or not last video, but whenever it was last time, I was worried I was going to do like too short, because I didn't really know, and I was just sort of guessing, and then the video was like 5 minutes too long. So it worked perfectly, really. You guys are big winners there. Another ideology, India going for order. I think, is it this series we saw Russia go freedom, didn't we? That was kind of weird, but it does make sense. Like, sort of, like the fact that a civ like them would pick it does kind of make sense. They probably felt comfortable just where they are, and they, wanted those extra tenets. So yeah, it was probably a good move. It was surprising. There was a bit of irony in there, but there we go. Whatever. Right, I think Denmark's a bit of a sleeping power. All these cities are slowly growing. The Celts don't seem to have any interest in attacking them. Obviously, they probably only read the numbers of mainland Denmark. They just read all the units as one big number, and obviously, I mean, it would be really difficult to fight all these cities at the same time. They're all very spread out. But yeah, we'll see what the Celts can do. But I think, yeah, there's Denmark. If they hold on to those cities for longer, they're going to get bigger. They're all going to become like 10 population, sort of, maybe 15 at some of the bigger ones, and then they're become incredibly useful, and obviously begin to really contribute to the rest of Denmark, which is already pretty good, 21, 17, 21, 12. Not bad at all. How's Asia looking? Just a ton of units. China is looking really good. Korea, I mean, not terrible. They seem like they're keeping up for technology. Obviously a very good technological civ normally. Japan, I mean, even they are 4 big cities. I think this larger map has definitely contributed to that. Down here, just a complete mess. Siam, still doing okay. Yeah, Siam, I think a lot of people thought Siam was going to just dominate this game, and it has not worked out. There is less Siamese. Is it Siamese? Siam? Yeah, I guess. I mean, that is also like the joint. No, that's a type of cat, isn't it? But there is also Siamese twins, which are the people joined together, right? And their cat. They're not different. Well, they are different, obviously, but you know what I mean. It's the same word. But I assume Siamese, it says Siamese there. There we go. That explains it. But look, there is only like 1, 2, and I guess this one probably. Yeah, because it's a coastal city. So that is an extra tile. And obviously these 2 are. Maybe they were already islands, but if not, yeah, they are new. So I only really made use of 3 cities use of the new territory. Whereas you can see China's got 4. Australia's got 2. Is this always here? Am I going crazy? I think it was always there. There's no way it's just rocketed up to 14. But there we go. Aztecs into the industrial era. There we go. That's good for you. They're still ticking along. It's not like they're terrible. 6 cities is not bad at all. So I'm not super worried for them. The Mayans are still here. Just sort of in Cuba, Mega Cuba. Just the new Caribbean that looks kind of like Australia. Just in really low quality and out of proportion. Just like really stretched. But there we go. What's going on up here? No one snuck through yet, have they? Not yet. Okay, well that's good news. No one has broken through the mountain wall. I think it has worked. I mean, the Iroquois are still doing good in this game, but they're certainly not like the runaway number 1. And I think it worked in the mini continents one as well. Just take a little bit away from them. And I don't think it impacts the game too much. I don't think anyone's super mad that we threw away this little bit of tundra. Because normally they settle it all, and it probably isn't a huge difference, but over the course of the whole game, it all accumulates pretty well. Denmark has gone autocracy. I think that's the main one. I think most of the civs have gone autocracy. I'll check once this turn is up, just to get an idea of the numbers. I've realised it's probably not worth me reading through the list and trying to make sense of it all, because there's just so many. We just forget them all. I'm sure you guys can't actively remember as many of them. Maybe we could focus on the bigger civs. I don't know, but yeah, normally there's just too much to forget. Also, Persia. I know okay, India. That is an advanced unit for you. Okay. That came out of nowhere. What the heck? No one else is... And they've got ironclads. I think that's... I'm sure someone else might have ironclads. But yeah, India doing really well. They did well in my mini-continents game that I've just been finishing up. And yeah, I mean, they're doing well with that as well. Great war infantry. Okay, I mean, Delhi 27. Yeah, Mumbai's at 19. 15 here. And then obviously this city in the desert, I mean, 14 population in the desert, that's pretty impressive. There is some floodplains here. It's not completely in the desert, but still, I mean, grabbing this really helped them. Could be I feel like this region is going to be very interesting when we get to the late game. The plains, the other things like that. Hopefully we can sort of continue to keep an eye on what's going on. I know I've had to sort of skip some of the stuff in the other games and just show the results, which kind of sucks. But, you know, this should probably be the last time we have to do that. So that is some good news. In future, hopefully we'll be able to watch for a lot longer. I'm hoping anyway. I mean, basic science probably says we should. But yeah, I'm no expert. But hopefully we will be able to. We're going to have a much more powerful processor. So that means things should be a lot quicker. I'm going to have a better graphics card, which doesn't actually really impact. I don't think it's super important for Civ, obviously. I mean, I'm on low settings to make it go as quick as possible anyway. I'll probably continue to do that. I don't know, I might switch it up for Let's Plays, but I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, that would help with the recording, because that is done with the graphics card, I think, with an NVIDIA card. So yeah, we're going to have a much stronger one of those, so that should also at least maybe speed things up. Again, not really an expert on this stuff. And we're going to have more RAM, which probably helps somewhere in there, in all of that as well. So that's nice. So yeah, we should be able to get further in these games and watch for longer. So yeah, I'm just hoping the beginning of the games doesn't go too quick now. That could always be the reverse, but I don't think anyone's ever really complained. I mean, even the beginning of the games are now much slower than they were when I used to run them like 1-2 years ago. Everything is slowing down, so it was time to finally make the upgrade. And yeah, so it's on the way. I don't know exactly when. It's quite, things are pretty uncertain right now as to when, but it should be before, mid to late December, but not late December. It would be before Christmas, I think is like guaranteed, but I don't know when exactly it'll be here, and I have to set it up, so I won't make any guarantees. My plans series-wise are to finish this one. Obviously, we'll push the mini continents one as far as we can as well. We'll finish this one and push it as far as we can. What is the other things? I'm going to do a Civ 6 sort of mini Let's Play with the new Heroes and Kings mode. That will be starting tonight. So after this episode, if you're watching now, you're looking for something else to watch, that will be a mini sort of series there with the new features. And then there is also Empire of Sin releasing from Paradox. Okay, Brazil has gone order, and then we'll just let me quickly see the social policies. Empire of Sin, it's a new strategy sort of mafia crime kind of game from Paradox, so EU4 Hearts of Iron 4 makers. That looks pretty interesting to me. I'm kind of interested in that sort of stuff. Not that sounds like I'm a criminal, doesn't it? No, but I don't know, I find that sort of stuff interesting, like in movies and stuff. So we'll go and we're gonna give that a go when it comes out. I probably will do like a mini first impressions, because I don't want to get deep into it and then not be able to like transfer the save or anything. I know it is possible, I think, if you go into like the files. Again, I'm not an expert, so I don't want to mess anything up. But yeah, I'll probably do like a mini intro series to that as well, and that should get us through to sort of the timing that I'm expecting it to arrive. If it arrives earlier, that's fantastic. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter. But there we go. Russia, obviously with freedom. Oh, they are in a revolutionary wave. I thought freedom was a little like averse to that. Maybe not. Maybe they're not at all. I mean, maybe it could be a lot worse. I don't know. They are the only freedom civ. They're still happy, so it's not a disaster, but it's going to get worse probably. But autocracy, we've currently got Shoshone, Denmark, Australia, Congo, and Japan. Those 5 countries are about as far away as possible. The fact that the 2 countries opposite each other on the Pacific Ocean are the closest of the autocracy civs is quite impressive. And then order, we have Greece, Ethiopia, India, Brazil, and the Celts. I mean, that isn't a particularly close group either, so there's no real geographical logic to it. Early on in the other series, we did have some in the mini continents one again. Just we've got it going at the same time. We may as well use it as a comparison. They were both big changes to the maps we made. But yeah, in that one, there was I think there was at least the first 5-10 civs, it was like all the European ones went with one, and then all the outside of European ones went with the other one, and it was quite interesting, but that didn't last too long. The Iroquois, the next civ to go, autocracy, which I think means they join up with the Shoshone, unless I've forgotten already. You see, autocracy or order, I don't know. But there we go. That is done. Good for the Iroquois. Are the Huns clinging on fine now? The Ottomans, yeah, not making much more the Huns actually now look the strongest. They look like they could actually do some damage here to someone like Persia. Assyria rocking up. I don't know if they're in the war. I mean, they're not going to change the tide of it, but obviously it will distract them. And Russia's still going for St. Petersburg. These lakes not making it easy. They obviously want their city back. We'll see if they can. Denmark, I think, did peace out with them, because yeah, they're looking pretty chill, but they could go back after them. That's something to keep an eye out for. The Inca not really making much more progress into the Aztec territory. Egypt doing fine, defending themselves. And what else we got? Not much. China's got a settler. We'll see where that ends up. Probably just going to come up here. I mean, Korea, I'd say cutting them off, but they're already cut off down here, basically, so they're going to have to fight their way out. Squirm there. It's actually the Shoshone who controls the entrance into this sliver of water. Not that that's as important. Neither of these cities are coastal. I don't think they are anyway, are they? No, 2 tiles, so they wouldn't have been anyway, but yeah, there's no coastal sort of cities here, apart from Japan and Korea, who, yeah, we'll see. I mean, Japan is going to probably have to fight their way out at some point. Although, that said, the Shoshone, pretty scary. They now have ironclads too, but yeah, I've certainly not seen any more Great War infantry. So India must have quite a healthy tech advantage there. That's fairly impressive that they have access to that. But that'll be it for this episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.